And breaking news coming in now. The Russian embassy has vehemently denied media reports that Putin had a hand in Zuma's recent cabinet reshuffle. In a statement, the Russian embassy says that the article is yet another example of sensationalism and fake news in South African press. Referring to a Sunday Times article titled "From Russia with Love," the embassy says that the slanderous piece is based entirely on hearsay and unnamed sources. The article claimed that a top-level Russian team allegedly acting on direct orders from the Russian President Vladimir Putin had met with President Jacob Zuma shortly before the surprise cabinet reshuffle that happened this week. It further said that Mahlobo was chosen by the Russians to be the energy minister to conclude a multi-billion-dollar nuclear deal with the Russians. The Russian embassy denied that there were any high-level Russian delegation in South Africa last week. They accused the Sunday Times of using tabloid-grade methods in their desperate bid for publicity. Now joining me on the phone line for more on this story is Alexander Kulyev, that's the press attaché of the Russian embassy in South Africa. Very good afternoon to you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Now, the article says there was a high-level Russian delegation in South Africa. Are you aware of any such delegation that could have possibly visited South Africa?
Good afternoon, and thank you for this opportunity to tell the other side of the story. No, we are not aware of any high-level Russian delegation visiting South Africa in the last couple of weeks. There was no delegation, and nobody actually contacted us to verify, to do, the basic groundwork, which is the 101 journalism, for us to give a comment or to clarify whether there is actually any delegation in South Africa. So we are very disappointed by this approach taken by Sunday Times and other media outlets reporting on this news. We consider this not up to the high-quality journalism standards. Well, speaking frankly, even the whole message, the title, everything is just, looks as if it's taken from a very bad Hollywood movie. It's just plain ridiculous.
Now, Alex, given that you're not happy, you have concerns with the article from Sunday Times and other media houses, are you going to take any further action going forward?
Well, I think the official comment that you can find on the embassy's website or on social media is enough for the time being. It is very easy to get entangled in legal action, etc., etc. It's not really within the capabilities of the embassy, so to speak. But we'll see how the events transpire. But the things that the Sunday Times trying to imprint on the minds of the South African audience with regard to Russia, to use Russia as a scarecrow, so to speak, that's definitely not true. It is not based on any facts. It is based on anonymous sources, as it usually is. It is very hard to fight, ghosts.
Yeah. Alexander Kulyev, thank you so much for your time and explaining your concerns to us. That's the Russian embassy press officer joining us on the phone line, rubbishing articles that claim that a top-level Russian team allegedly acting on the direct orders from the Russian president had met President Jacob Zuma shortly before the surprise cabinet reshuffle last week.